All right. I do hope that the audio sounds good.
Tim!
Let's continue.
Tim!
Let's go tell Dorothy what that mysterious Pokemon was. Dorothy, I think the mysterious Pokemon is Gengar.
Yes?
What? Tell me everything you know. From what I was told, I deduced the culprit was Gengar. We've been trying to capture it, but it keeps getting away. Gengar is a ghost-type Pokemon, so capturing it will be tricky. Would you happen to have any ideas? Let's see, maybe some tools I made a while back will come in handy. I was doing research on capturing Pokemon, and one of the tools I used will probably work on ghost-type Pokemon too. It should be in the storeroom. I mean, I do have another idea. Leanne probably does want us to go to the storeroom, but also there's a guy who mastered ghost-type communication, right?
Hey.
So the mysterious Pokemon was Gengar. Why would Gengar be here? Maybe it lives in the nearby mountain pass. Gengar was behind all the ghost stories too, but it got away from us. Do you happen to know how to capture Gengar, Carlos? Ghost types are my area of expertise, but how to capture Gengar is beyond me. Sorry, I won't be much help. Seriously, dude? You specialize in ghost types and you don't know how to catch a Gengar? Literally the OG ghost type? Maybe we can use this to capture Gengar? Not likely. Is this the tool Dorothy was talking about? No, that's just a fire extinguisher. Pikachu, this must be it. Yeah, I don't know how well it'll work, but it's our only hope.
Tim, you're good. We'll use this to catch it. Great!
Alright. It's QTE time, I feel.
Gang!
Hmm.
Gengar!
It's here!
You're not getting away this time.
Catch the Gengar.
Gengar again! Gang, gang, gang!
Now, Pikachu!
Try this on for size! Gang, gang, gang!
We did it!
Yep, no big deal. Let's see what it has to say.
Yeah.
We did it, Tim. We captured Gengar. I wonder what it has to say.
Find the real culprit.
Gengar's partner is the mastermind. We need to find out who that is. I'm thinking one of the researchers, possibly. So it's our job then to go and rip off their disguise. First things first. We have to get Gengar to tell us what it knows.
We caught you at last. Give up. You're not getting away this time.
Gang!
Well then, let's see what you have to say. Why did you do that? What? It was just a little prank? That was nothing so innocent. Just what did you make Trevenant eat? An intensely spicy berry your friend gave you? Stop lying. You really didn't know. Looks like you've got a good friend. What friend? Who was it? Huh? A human wearing white clothes. I knew it. It's one of the staff. Hey, tell us what that person looks like. You don't know. I guess it can't be helped. Do you remember anything else? Anything at all? I see. That person always operates the secret device in the library and comes to play with you? Secret device? What's that? Tell us more. What? The shelf in the middle of the library. There are books with yellow, blue, green, and red symbols on their spines. When you pull on them in that order, the device activates, eh? And then what happens? What? You said too much? You promised to keep it a secret? I guess we'll have to figure out the rest on our own.
Hey, Tim!
Better to let the others believe we've solved the incident in the courtyard. That way the real culprit will let their guard down. Come on, let's head to the library. Blue square in the top right, a yellow triangle in the top left. A red upside down a red pointing triangle in the center, and a green diamond in the bottom left. Right, let's pull them in the order Gengar said. Yellow, blue, green, red. Yellow, blue, green, red. Yellow, blue, green, red.
Is it this one?
So that's how it works. Oh, this is like some kind of secret passageway.
I wonder where it leads to.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, let's go. This sure is a creepy place.
Yeah. Oh, there's a door. See if it opens.
Okay. Here we go.
Underground laboratory.
Doesn't look like anyone's here. So is this the room that Gengar was guarding?
I wonder what this is.
Maybe it has something to do with why Trevenant went berserk. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Alright. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take a quick break here. So, grab a drink or a snack, do what you gotta do, but don't log off yet, because we'll be right back. Alright. Back at it. Sorry about that. It's International Cat Day, and Luna wanted to make sure I knew that. Look, Pikachu! It's Revenant's leftovers from lunch! Yep, Revenant chowed down on this and went berserk. That Gengar brought it here to hide it. There's a notebook. It says it's a research log. Could this room be the culprit's laboratory? Let's check out this notebook. February 13th, 2:30 a.m. It's last year's date. We stumbled upon some materials from the old laboratory while searching through the library and found out about this room. The former staff apparently used this room for secret experiments. I heard that PCL was closed down a while back because Pokemon went berserk. Could this have anything to do with that? First, I'll read through the materials in this room. March 19th, 4:22 a.m. It seems that this room is where R, a substance that strengthens Pokemon, was developed. The effects of R are temporary, and the side effects are severe. It's not practical in its current form. However, I've never seen such interesting research. I'll keep it a secret from my fellow researchers for now. April 8th, 11 a.m. I've been contacted by a mysterious person. I was asked if I had a substance that would make Pokemon go berserk without the cause being determined. They have offered quite a large amount. We need the capital to continue this research. Luckily, the efficacy of the substance meets their request. August 26th, 4:21 p.m. There was already someone here when I entered the room, Gengar. He was the partner of one of the old staff members. It had apparently been living here alone since the laboratory was closed. It seems to have been away for a while, and that's why I hadn't met it until now. Gengar can't be seen by the surveillance cameras, so it can enter and exit PCL freely. October 12th, 2:08 a.m. It's no use. Working hidden away from prying eyes is slowing down the progress of my research. I need to move this equipment somewhere I can work on it in peace. First, I need to analyze the equipment so that I can move it. June 19th, 12:05 p.m. This date is pretty recent. Yep, that's when we came here. Finally, I finished my analysis of the equipment. Now I can move the R production equipment and conduct my research as I wish. Tim, look! We found what we've been looking for. A vial? It's said in that machine. According to the log we saw earlier, this machine is apparently used to produce R. This is what my dad was after. Yep, the culprit must have figured out Harry was onto them at some point. What a fiend. I swear, I'll find whoever did this and get them to talk. It's quite an old notebook containing research records. Looks like it was from before PCL was rebuilt. There's a signature. John Walls. I've seen that name somewhere before. For now, let's just give it a read. I combined the necessary materials and let it mature for a day, but the resulting medicine has a different effect than what I anticipated. I built the basement so that I would have a more stable environment to conduct experiments in. As expected, being underground has made my work easier due to a more stable temperature. Yet, I can't seem to achieve the kind of results I'm aiming for. My goal is to energize the Pokemon in order to boost their healing effects, but the effects so far have been too strong. Still, I won't give up. I will complete my all-purpose medicine, no matter what. Today's batch had an even more pronounced effect than normal. When I checked, I was told this batch has been left to mature for a whole week. It seems Simon misunderstood my instructions or something. But this is the exact opposite effect from the medicine I hope to complete. I must find a way to stabilize its effects. I've been tricked. The cells I obtained were not from that Pokemon. That is most likely why we can't get the effects to stabilize. I never suspected that the cells were from... Well, what cells did he use? The writing is smudged. I can't read it. The rest of the journal is torn away, too.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
The research log, the vial. Who could run experiments at that time? A bolt of brilliance! I know the culprit!
Tim, you know who it is, right? It's that person. Have you figured out who the culprit is? Alright, I expected nothing less from you. What's the evidence? That's right, the research log. According to the date and time, the culprit was in the basement when we came to PCL. Well, the information we got here isn't enough to prove it on its own. We need one last piece of evidence. Last piece of evidence? Yeah, we need evidence that the culprit was in this room at that time. There's a place we can go to check on that outside of this room. You're being awfully vague, Pikachu. Yeah, I want to see your detective prowess. Alright, let's get out of this basement. I believe it was Wallace, right? Because, like, his last name is Walls or something. Did he include that in his testimony?
Whoa.
One more thing to check. Not in that room. It'd be the surveillance footage. If it's not one of the Solosis of the Duosion, then it would be the surveillance video. Hey, could we have a look at the footage from the surveillance cameras? Oh, of course. Hey, good thinking, Tim. You're going to check the video from yesterday, right? Exactly. Come on, let's have a look. So these are the people who came first. First in was Dorothy. Then Nina and Fridge came in. Okay, let's check the next record. That's Wallace. Yeah. Oh, he went into the library. And came right back out. Maybe he was hiding the passcode chart? Most likely. He went into the meeting room next. That's when he put up the problem. He came back out. And then he went to the courtyard. That's when he locked the door. Sneaky fellow. Hey, that's Carlos coming in. He went into the library. And then Dorothy and Fridge came out to the front desk. Oh, and there's us. And then nobody except us until we opened the door to the courtyard. I knew it! Exactly as I thought. Tim, get the records we just saw printed out. I knew you'd say that, so here. Yeah, good job. You picked up on the last clue really quickly. Now I can bring the culprit to justice. Yeah. Let's gather everyone. Time for our detective skills to shine. Man, we're gonna throw Carlos under the bus?
Listen, I'm glad you all came.
Why would you gather us here like this?
Yeah, I'm pretty busy right now, you know?
Oh, come off it. You were in the middle of a nap.
Everyone, quiet, please.
Thank you. I believe I've solved the Trevenant Rampage case.
Please. We already know the problem was caused by Gengar.
Wrong. That whole thing was planned by someone else. And the culprit is...
You tell him, Tim.
It's Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos, it's you.
What? There's no way I planned this thing. You're way off base. This is all Gengar's doing.
Nice try, playing the innocent one. Show him the proof, Tim. Go on. That's right.
Carlos, take a look at this.
Yes, so? I have no idea what that is.
It's leftovers from Trevenant's meal.
Hold on a sec. Gengar took off with those.
That is true. And they were hidden in the secret underground lab.
Wait, underground?
Whoa, sick!
This reminds me of a spy movie.
A secret laboratory? I had no idea.
Okay. Tell us what you learned from the leftovers, Tim.
Well, they were spiked with a substance that causes Pokémon to go berserk. I found evidence. This was down in the basement.
It makes Pokémon go berserk? That's why Trevenant became enraged?
Hold on. Even if this substance is the cause, you have no proof that I'm the one who created it.
Don't be so sure.
Go on. You've got this. Now show him what we've got.
That'd be the research log.
That's right.
Take a look at this. According to this research log, there was an experiment being performed on June 19th at 12:05.
Big deal. So what's your point?
I'm getting to that. At the time, Dorothy was out of the facility. Wallace was in Building B. Both Fridge and Nina were busy working in their lab. The only person unaccounted for happens to be you.
Hold on a minute there. Let me think. Oh, I remember. I went out for my afternoon walk. That explains exactly where I was.
Man, he really doesn't know when to give up. Tim, let's finish this. Tell him what we know. That's right. Let's see how he squirms out of this one.
Are you sure about that? Surveillance shows you enter the library and never leave. So how could your walk take place in the library? I'll answer that one. It can't. Therefore, the one who was in the secret lab, it was you!
Well, I suppose there's nothing more I can say.
But Carlos, why would you do that?
Because this kid got in my way. He's Harry Goodman's son.
Harry Goodman's son?
Tim Goodman is my real name. Sorry I lied to you. My dad was in an accident 2 months ago, and it happened right around here. I followed the clues to this place. Carlos knows. Don't you? Tell us what happened.
All right, he knew too much. I had someone tamper with his car as a warning. But I swear, I never expected him to go missing in an accident.
You're the one who's responsible. Where's my dad? Tell me! Come on, say something! It's because of you my dad
Calm
is-
down, Tim. I know you want answers, but
But what?
he won't be able to escape anyway. We should leave the rest to the police.
Yeah, you're right, Pikachu.
We'll take this man into custody. The police will be handling the matter from here on out.
Thank you very much. Carlos, I expected more.
So, you're the Tim I've been hearing so much about. Baker mentioned you more than a few times.
Sorry I investigated this on my own.
No need to apologize. If we had made more progress on our own, it would have been easier for you to sit by. I'm just happy you're safe.
Thanks. Anyway, do you think you could let me know what you find out? From Carlos's interrogation?
Yeah, I give you my word. I'll see you. And I'll see you too, Pikachu.
Yeah. You know what I think? Baker already knows, too, about our investigation.
That's alright. It's best to be honest about it all.
Yeah.
I received word from the inspector. Appears it wasn't a part-time job after all. You went there to investigate. Even after I told you to stay out of trouble, you chose not to listen to me.
I'm sorry. There was just something I needed to find out.
I know exactly how you feel. Believe me. But no good can come of it if you're harmed. I'm just glad nothing happened to you.
I understand.
So, from now on, I'd like you to let me know before you go rushing off to investigate something.
What?
No point in telling you to stop. That sure doesn't seem to work. And I'll admit that you do have some talent. I'd rather know what you're up to instead of having you run around in secret. Not to mention, I can help you.
Wow, thank you, sir.
Don't mention it.
Congrats, Tim.
Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
I heard from the inspector that you really saved the day at PCL. Hope it wasn't too dangerous.
It wasn't.
So, you really do take after Harry. The boss said so too. Pikachu, are you eating the sweets again? Oh well, I suppose it's okay this time.
Oh, good. Well, in that case...
Hold on, that's way too many. How many times do I have to tell you? Those sweets are meant for the clients.
said it was okay for me to have some. Oh, they're so tasty, though. Hey, Tim.
What a long day. What do you make of today's case? Well, we found some clues on Dad, but more questions too. According to the research log, someone bought R from Carlos. That's right. Even if it was Carlos who caused Harry's accident, there's much more going on behind the scenes. This investigation isn't becoming any more safe. But I'm sure we're getting closer to the truth. I'm glad I have you around. Huh? Why so surprised? I know my skills will finally win us the day, but you saved me many times, too. I fell from Murko's nest when Gengar attacked me. Thanks. By the way, Tim, when did you start to suspect Carlos was the culprit? I'm joking, Pikachu. Still, you feel restless just sitting around here and waiting. Yeah, do you want to go? What? It's not like we can participate in the interrogation, but go for a bit of a drive. Come on!
I wonder how the interrogation is going.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure Holiday's doing his best.
I wish I could find Dad. And give Mom some peace of mind.
I know. Once they're done with the interrogation, I'm sure we'll have some more news.
I can't wait.
Yeah. And we've still got some work to do. You know, we make a pretty good team.
It's funny, isn't it? I wonder if my dad is out there somewhere in this city.
Yeah, me too. Harry, where could you possibly have disappeared to?
Gasp, it's Mewtwo. Chapter 4, Capucci Island.
I wonder how the interrogation is going.
Good question. But they say no news is good news, so may as well chill out.
Okay.
You really worry too much. Lighten up. We came out here to clear our heads. Now you're starting to stress me out. Just look at all these bird Pokemon. Their heads are filled with nothing. Ah, what are you doing? I wasn't talking about you. Ow, Fletchling! You have a temper almost as bad as Amanda's.
Pikachu, there's something in its mouth. Let's see.
What is it?
It looks like it could be a letter. Thank you. From Mr. Baker. There's news he needs to discuss with us.
It's about time. Let's get back to the office. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you around. Me and my breadcrumbs have got somewhere to be. Hey, knock it off! Hey, I gotta go, right? No more bread for you today. Stop it!
Selgor!
Oh, well, hello there, Axie. I forgot. You love these donuts, don't you? Here you go. Enjoy.
Excel!
Come on, hurry up!
My legs are shorter than yours, you know.
Mr. Baker, Inspector Holliday.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. We just finished with our interrogation of Carlos and wanted to fill you in. I know you're both anxious to hear.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, we'll be one step closer.
That's right, so let's listen up.
Yes?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Tim. I can give you a full breakdown of what we got from Carlos during his interrogation. Thank you very much. As it turns out, Carlos wasn't the only one responsible for the PCL case. Apparently, he was working for someone else. This person was giving him orders on what to do. Huh? It seems that Carlos was willing to do as he was told in exchange for funding to use on our research. So this mysterious person is the one who ordered Carlos to deal with me. That's right. Seems like Harry's accident was also their doing. What? Even my dad's accident? But why? Until now, the reason Harry drove off the cliff was written off as driver error. According to Carlos, Harry was being attacked by this mysterious figure right before the accident. Why would they do such a thing? Carlos says because Harry knew too much. I guess this is the case Harry was investigating had some connection with this mysterious person. Now, Carlos doesn't know who this person is. Communication was always via phone, and even the delivery of R was through proxies. They never met in person. Carlos had kept R a secret from the other people at PCL, right? Not PSL. How did this other person find out about it? Carlos was wondering about that too. Any chance that Carlos is lying? Well, I've been on the police force a long time, and I've developed a good sense for that kind of thing. But it didn't seem like Carlos was lying. This mysterious person clearly has their own information network. Carlos had already handed over his research notes, plus the base ingredients for R. Who knows what they're planning, but they've got some very dangerous tools now. One of the base ingredients for R is cells from a certain Pokemon. Even Carlos couldn't figure out which Pokemon, though. The police are doing their own research based off of Dr. Walls. Once we have something substantial, I'll let you know. What do you think of the investigation results, Mr. Baker? I certainly didn't expect you to be targeted by the same culprit that attacked Harry. Right. This mysterious figure who was behind Carlos and his activities. They must have felt threatened that you were looking into R. And that makes me wonder, what did Harry find out? So you think it was because of R that my father was attacked? I think it's possible. Harry was going after the Pokemon-related incidents that have been occurring over the past 6 months. These Pokemon incidents, there are a lot of them in Rhyme City these days, aren't there? So, the case at PCL and Harry's accident were related after all. I want to catch this person who was working with Carlos and find my father. Of course, and I'll give whatever help I can. Indeed, there's something that's been on my mind ever since I received your report on PCL. What do you mean? The fact that normally docile Pokemon suddenly became hostile and violent. It fits with the other Pokemon incidents too well. So you think R was used in the other incidents too? That's right. I think that's the best explanation.
Hey, Tim!
So, the one truly responsible for the PCL case was also the one who attacked Harry. If we can catch this person, maybe we can find out where my dad is. But what can we do? They didn't leave any clues behind. I've got an idea. This person has been causing incidents. This person has been causing incidents using R, right? So if we investigate R, maybe we'll find out who they are and what they're up to. That makes sense, but how are we going to investigate R then? We're going to speak to the developer of them. Of course, the developer would know more about R than anyone else. That's right. You know who I'm talking to? Walls. That's right. You've got a good memory. Walls is the one who first developed the formula for R, so he must know something. Yeah, let's see if we can find Walls.
Inspector, you know, we were thinking about tracking down Dr. Walls.
Oh, well, that would be a good start. In fact, we just found out where he's living. It seems that he moved to Capucci Island.
Capucci Island?
Yeah. I planned on telling you about that as soon as it was confirmed. You know, maybe you should go over there so you and Walls can have a chat.
You're sure?
Of course. I think we can trust you.
Awesome. Thank you, Inspector.
See what you can find out. One of my men, Brad McMaster, is on the island for another assignment. If anything comes up, he can help you.
Great. I'll head over right now.
Whoa, not so fast. To get to Capucci Island, there's only one ferry a day.
Well, if that's the case, I know just the person to help out.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Hey, Amanda!
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
I can take you to the island if you'd like.
Huh?
Yeah, I have a license to drive a boat.
Really? Yes, please.
Don't worry, it'll be a smooth ride.
What did I do to deserve this?
Be rude, Pikachu.
What's up?
He solved a lot of different cases together with Pikachu. Well, he was my partner after all. I bet he must be a great detective too. The boss trusted Harry completely too. The boss is very calm and caring, and our clients all respect and trust him. That explains why this office is so pleasant. And he's a friend of the boss's. They met at the police academy, apparently. It's so cool they're still good friends. Yes, Inspector Holiday drops by often. Do you go for boat rides often? Only sometimes. I really enjoy the feeling of speed. Uh-oh. I think my bad hunch might be true. Alright, more flavor text? No?
Yes?
And... no. The desk my dad used. Dad. Don't worry, Tim. Harry's safe. I can just tell. Somehow. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Pikachu. Let's head out. Tim, I'll get the boat ready. Do you think you could wait for me at the cafe? Sure. So we really are going with Amanda, huh? Oh well. Come on, let's go.
Anyone but Amanda.
Stop being so dramatic. It was really nice of her to offer.
Easy for you to say, because you don't know what you're getting into. At least someone's happy today. What's with Ludicolo?
Yeah, I don't know. Seems happier than usual, right?
The Pokemon Carnival? What is that?
A carnival.
Whoa, that was a good guess. Yeah, the Pokemon Carnival. Ludicolo and I are really pumped.
So, what is it?
Ah, I thought you knew about it. Well, the Pokemon Carnival is the biggest festival in Rhyme City. People and Pokemon from all over the world come to it, and things can really heat up. The parade at the end is the best part. Here, we'll give you a little preview.
Somehow that performance doesn't quite sell it for me.
Amanda should be coming soon. We should head out.
Doesn't this feel fantastic? This boat has 400 horsepower, you know?
Yeah, I can feel that.
This is what I was worried about. Come on, Tim. Can't you tell her to slow it down? Pika!
It sounds like Pikachu's having a good time.
You know what, Amanda? Maybe you could slow this down a little bit?
What do you mean? You want to get to the island quickly, don't you? Not a problem. Let's go! This is such a lovely place.
I think I just need to feel solid ground. Pikachu, how are you doing?
Actually, I'm not doing so hot.
You two seem a bit dizzy. Is everything okay? I'll survive. Come on, Tim. Well, we'll be on our way, Amanda. Sure thing. Once I reach the boss to let him know we got here safely, I'll help look for Mr. Walls.
Now, let's go find Wall's home and gather testimony in town. I still feel nauseous. Huh? Come on, let's go.
What? Pikachu, hold on a minute.
You've helped a lot. Thank you so much.
Something smells like flowers.
Hi there. Do you like the perfume?
I'm so sorry. Stop, Pikachu.
It's all right. Spritzy makes my perfume.
Spritz! Spritz, spritz!
And the scent really is one of a kind. So, are you here as a tourist?
No, I'm looking for someone. His name is Dr. Walls. Do you know him?
I sure do. Dr. Wall's home happens to be right down this path.
Thank you so much.
Just let me know if there's anything else you need. My name is Louise.
Hey there, doing some sightseeing? If you need any baggage carried, leave it to Timber Transport. What is Timber Transport? Oh, we're the delivery service of this island. We get packages by boat and then deliver them to where they need to go. I see. Well, normally we work as carpenters, but since the island is kind of isolated and hard to get around on, I figured this is another way my team and I could help out. This is the first time I've been to Pikachu Island. But it's a very beautiful place. Isn't it? It's warm year-round, and the food is also delicious. A great place to have a vacation. Ah, I see. You're here to visit Mr. Walls. Is there a problem? Oh, no, not really. It's just that he can be a bit stubborn sometimes. I'd try to keep him in a good mood if I were you. Luis is the development team leader for a resort company. Wow, so she's pretty important. It says bulletin board for timber transport. It has records of collected packages, work reports, and so on. This is a very nice island, and I hope you have a relaxing time here. It's a peaceful, calm little island, although strange things have started happening ever since the lake started getting heavy fog. I'm sorry, but I've never really spoken much to Mr. Walls. It seems Walls doesn't really interact with the other townspeople. Yeah. I found this poor Pokemon collapsed on the ground, covered in wounds. I think it's one of the Pokemon that live at the lake, but... what kind of happened?
Azumarill!
Egg rabbit.
Azumarill!
You were wounded at the lake, but the people rescued you, huh? That's good to hear. You don't really know the people in town? Oh, never mind then. Something I can do for you? It's a beautiful island, just full of nature. I was born and raised here, you know. You used to take walks around the lake all the time, but I haven't seen it since the fog came in. The fog? Interesting.
Something's wrong with that Pokemon.
No, I think it's injured.
Hey, are you alright?
We need to get it some help.
Hey, what are you doing?
What?
Get away from Ducklet! Aw, you poor thing. This could sting just a little. There you go. All better. Another one injured. That's really weird.
You saved it. I guess you live on this island? I'm Tim, and this is...
Pikachu. Nice to meet you.
Hey, my name's Milo.
I'm so glad you were here to help.
Well, that's a Pokemon Ranger's job, you know.
Really? What's that?
You don't know? Pokemon Rangers help Pokemon, and we protect nature.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, but I'm just an apprentice for now.
An apprentice?
So Milo, we're looking for a man named Dr. Walls.
Why are you looking for him? Don't tell me you're with those other guys, are you?
What other guys?
Oh, never mind that. I'll take you to him. This way. What's up?
Well, it's almost just ahead. Pikachu Island has a lot of Pokemon that you'd never see in Rhyme City. Well said, it was really fascinating. And I'm looking forward to what Pokemon we'll be able to meet. Are you friendly with Walls, Milo? Yeah, he's teaching me all about Pokemon. Walls is a prominent figure in Pokemon research, after all. There are some people who say bad things about him, but I know he means well. Seems like Ducklet is doing a lot better. Yeah, what a relief. It's all thanks to this potion Walls made for me. Do you always carry a potion with you? Yeah, ever since the fog started coming in from the lake, I've noticed more and more injured Pokemon, so I carry it around with me. I see. It must be worrisome.
This is where Dr. Walls lives. Oh, maybe he has a guest. Dr. Walls!
That's an impressive Pokemon.
Yeah. Hey, you look strong. What's wrong with you?
Pikachu, let's get going.
Showing off its electricity trying to impress us.
Excuse me. What?
Stop pulling so hard! You're hurting me!
Let go of Dr. Walls!
It's all right. Calm down. I'm a police officer, son, and this man has done something very wrong.
That must be him. That's Holiday's man.
Move aside.
I won't! He didn't do anything wrong!
I am very sorry. I'm afraid he has you fooled. I have testimony from a reliable source that this man is often seen at the lake. Not to mention he has a previous record. Therefore, he's got to be the culprit.
You're wrong! Dr. Walls is—
Milo, please, no more. I don't want you to worry about me.
See that? Practically a confession.
Tell him! It's not true!
Excuse me, sir. You can't say he's guilty based on that.
What? I'd appreciate amateurs staying out of this.
I'm not an amateur. Officer, I'm a detective.
Right on.
A detective? Well, now that's a different story. Then I insist that you stay out of official police business.
So, forcing your opinion on someone without evidence is police business?
Stay out of it.
Yeah, sounds like America.
If I find proof that he isn't the culprit, will you change your mind?
You can do as you please, but I'm taking Walls with me on the next ferry off of this island.
What's with this attitude? Lighten up. Before we can get any information out of Walls, we need to solve this case.
Well now, sounds like the rookie is getting a hang of how we do things. Let's go talk to Brad about the case first. Brad, could you tell us more about the case Walls is involved in? I suppose it can't hurt. You do know about the fog situation, don't you? The fog situation? For about a week ago, a heavy fog has covered the lake and surrounding area. This has never happened before, apparently. Ah, I seem to recall Milo mentioning that too. Around the same time, Pokemon from the lake started fleeing to the town, all wounded in some way or another. Don't tell me you think Walls is responsible for all of that. Of course I do. I've even gathered information that Walls is capturing Pokemon of the lake and conducting strange experiments on them. That's not true! I think I'll go see for myself what's going on at the lake. Do whatever you want, although I should warn you, the bridge to the lake has collapsed. What? Well, best of luck to you anyway.
First off, we need to get to the lake. The bridge may be broken, but I'll bet you there's another way.
What's up?
Walls can't be the culprit. What Brad's saying isn't true. Walls can't be the culprit. He cares more than anyone about the wounded Pokemon. Milo, I've got to prove to everyone that Walls isn't guilty. It must have been broken when the wounded Pokemon escaped from the lake. Is there any other way to get to the lake? Well... Seems like he knows something, but maybe he doesn't want to say anything around Brad. Let's head outside. Yeah. There's no need for you to try and protect me. I'm not the culprit. The reason I've been going to the lake is to gather ingredients for potions. Did you explain that to Brad? And what good would that do? People only believe what they want to believe. If only the mist would clear, we could ask to have the bridge fixed, but there's little we can do if we don't know the cause. My name is Brad McMaster. I'm a lieutenant in the Rhyme City Police Department. What an unpleasant guy. Is he really one of Holiday's men? About a week ago, some sort of fog started occurring around the lake. Since then, people have been finding wounded Pokemon around town. The bridge to the lake is destroyed, so there must be no way to investigate that area. This must be Wall's doing, to impede our investigation. And I'm willing to bet that Walls is the cause of the wounded Pokemon too. He must be doing some sort of strange research. You can't just make all that up! Walls caused a huge problem at PCL 10 years ago. I think it's natural to consider him our prime suspect.
Hey! Hello?
Oh, Tim, there's a bridge over there. I think Brad had said it had collapsed, but maybe we should have a look. Oh, there's Luis. Man, she smells good. What brings you here? Oh, I saw the police and just got a bit worried. Oh, I see. I didn't realize there's so much going on at the lake. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this whole incident, would you? Not really, no. I don't think I'll be much help. I was off the island for a bit because of work. I see. They say the bridge to the lake has collapsed. Better to stay away for now, I think. So Brad was right about one thing. This is a Pokemon, right? It looks like a tree. Tim, in what world is that a tree? What trees have you been looking at? My dude. That thing has a face and bananas dripping from its neck. That's not a tree. It says it can fly with the leaves on its back. How interesting. Huh? You're giving us the fruit on your neck? Oh, that smells good. I could eat a whole bucket of these. Man, that Tropius is really just no thoughts, head empty, and I'm here for it. What can I do for you? Walls is suspected of being the perpetrator of the fog mystery. Lieutenant Brad seems to be intent on finding proof before the boat leaves. That means we can't dilly-dally. The bridge ahead has collapsed. The area is unsafe, so it would be best for you to stay away. The lieutenant is very dedicated to his work. He works passionately to bring peace to Rhyme City. I guess he's not a bad guy. Wait, no. You're the detective that solved the PCL case, right? Oh, you're quite the celebrity now. Hey, don't make fun of me. I was thinking this was a boring island, but if you're here, then maybe something interesting will happen. So, detective, do you think Walls is the culprit? No, there's no evidence, so I can't say. You're cautious, aren't you? I can't go against Lieutenant Broad's orders, but if there's anything I can help with, let me know. The bridge has fallen down and can't be crossed. Wait until the fog clears. He's not a bad person, but he's not very flexible in his thinking. He might find it hard to get promotions being like that. I see. Oops, don't tell anyone I said that, okay? Lieutenant held a grudge. I'm the only one who thinks this guy probably won't get promoted anytime soon, either. Tim, wait up! What's up, Milo? Actually, there is a way you can get to the lake. Huh? Really? I heard about it when I was a kid, that there's a secret path that leads to the lake. Somewhere on this island. I see. I hope we can find some hint as to where it is. Apparently they always took something with them when they went through the secret path. Maybe a hint is hidden in there. Something, huh? For the time being, let's ask people who seem like they know a lot about the island. I agree. Thanks, Milo. Am I the one who saw those mean look eyes? Oh, you mean the masquerade in the background? The way they moved... I was playing Pokemon Violet earlier, and yeah, that's how Masquerain moved. You lived your life on this island. The secret path? I know I've heard that somewhere, but what's it about? What kind of rumors? Something about a monster with huge eyes appeared. What? What I was saying is, watch yourself if you plan on heading up to the lake. I do know there's been thick fog covering the area since about a week ago. Then again, the only people who went up there were the old folks anyway. I guess the younger townspeople don't really have a reason to go to the lake, huh? Secret path, huh? Can't say I've heard of it. Well, that's that. Let's ask the others. Alright, back to work. Ooh, what's this? Oh, timber. Don't see them every day. I don't think I've ever seen it in Rem City. What's that square log they're holding? I think they use it to train themselves. I remember hearing that they pride themselves on their strength. Oh, I see. That's pretty impressive. Alright, everyone. Another day of work. I'm counting on you. What's up? I guess it'd be difficult to fix the bridge while the fog is still so heavy. Yeah, probably a bad idea. The fog's so thick we wouldn't be able to see what we're doing. I guess the secret path or whatever is our only hope of getting to the lake. I remember going through that path as a kid. We used to have a lake festival here, back in the day. We'd all go to the lake through the secret path to participate. This was way before we built a bridge, of course. Oh, I see. When the day of the festival came around, the grown-ups would pass out scrolls to all the kids. Those scrolls would have riddles on them that would help them get through the path. You wouldn't happen to have one of those scrolls, would you? No, sorry. This is from way back when I was a kid. But the old man who used to hand out the scrolls might still have some lying around. And then again, he might not even remember any of this. A scroll, huh? Well, it's the only lead we've got. Let's go ask the old man in town. Can't say I remember what the scroll said. I do remember that we had to solve some sort of riddle to get through the secret path, though. The old man in town should know more about this. Alright, let's go check it out, Tim. Wait, I can talk to this member. She's told you not to go near the lake when the fog comes in, huh? He just doesn't want you to get hurt. You want to train even more at that secret path? Not sure that's what it's for. Its dream is to be able to carry even bigger square logs. The Chief of Timber Transport told us you might have a scroll that had information about the secret path. The scrolls! Of course, now I remember. I used to hand them out to children when we were about to have our lake festival. They were so excited, they would always call the old road to the lake the secret path. We are also trying to get to the lake. Do you think you could let us see the scroll? You're a bit old, but you want to take on our little trial? Well, of course. I'm so happy you're interested in our culture. Wait one moment, let me go get the scroll. This is the scroll I was talking about. Go on, take it with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving us the scroll. Oh, don't mention it. Our island festival is an important part of our culture here. You young folks should learn all about our little island. Alright, we've got the scroll. Let's have a look. There are 3 pictures and then some sort of instructions written on it. Is this the clue to the secret path? I imagine so. But first we need to actually find the secret path. Oh, sorry, forgot about that bit. Listen closely now. The 2 scales will guide you to the secret path. Remember that. The 2 scales? What do you mean? If I told you that, it wouldn't be a challenge now, would it? Finding the path is the first step. Well, good luck out there. I guess we don't have a choice. We'll have to figure out what the 2 scales means and find the path for ourselves. That secret path the old man mentioned has to be on this island somewhere. Let me know if you find anything that might be a clue. Let's go to say something to me. That's it. Give me a shot like you did just now if you find anything that might be related to the secret path. Between the 2 scales, huh?
Huh?
2 scales? That's the clue for finding the secret path? Does it ring any bells for you, Milo? Sorry. No, not really. It doesn't matter. We have our clue. Let's have a look at anything that seems relevant. Two scales. I definitely remember seeing something like that somewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember where. Sorry. Is this a 3D puzzle? No, I don't think this game plays in 3D. Scales? They're the key to finding the secret path? You're barking up the wrong tree, friend. I've never even heard about that. Did you come from the lake, Ducklet? But how did you get here when the bridge is down? Maybe through the secret path, or... Oh, you just swam down from the lake. Huh. I wonder, does Ducklet's injury have anything to do with this case? It says it doesn't remember how it got hurt very well. There's a lot of rocks laying around. I wonder if some monument or something got busted. Sure looks like it. Huh? Hey Tim, check this out. 2 marks chiseled into the stone. Hey, do you think these are meant to be scales? Now that you mention it, they do kind of look like scales. I get it now. The number of scales carved into the statue is the clue. The 2 scales would guide us to the secret path, so that means... Yeah, look, we found it. This is the entrance to the secret path. Hey Tim, you found the secret path? You've got to take me with you. Of course, the entrance is just beyond here. Come on. So, this is the secret path. I mean, being a Homestuck does imply you're a fool. Yeah, it looks really convoluted. If we can figure out what the scroll's saying, we'll be able to follow the path without getting lost, right? Let's have a look at that scroll for starters. A yellow circle. This must be a full moon. Half circle in the sky. This must mean a half moon. Maybe the shape of the moon is some sort of clue? A black circle, as if there's a hole in the sky. Now, what would this mean? Come on, that's common sense. No moon in the sky. So in other words, a new moon. Oh, right. The 3 moons. But there's something else I've been wondering about. Yeah, each picture of the moon has a different color, too. Green, pink, and blue. These colors must be a clue, too. What does it say down there? Let me see. The night of the full moon is the beginning. Pass through the shadow of darkness. And when thou witnesseth the split moon, the lake shall bestow its blessings. What in the world? Sounds like some kind of riddle. Something's written here. Let's see. If thou wisheth to reach the lake, follow the light of the moon and face the 3 challenges. What do you think that means? Follow the light of the moon, huh? That's not an important clue. My name isn't Pikachu. I think that's all we're going to glean from just looking at the scroll. We still need more information. There might be clues along the secret path as well, like those Pokemon statues in front of each path. I bet they're important. Good point. Well then, let's go have a look at those statues. Yeah, I'll make a note of anything we notice about the statues in my case list too. Well, that may help too. If there's anything about Pokemon, I'm your go-to guy. This statue is Tropius. Its green leaves are really well made. Yeah, it's almost as if someone just shrank a Tropius and put it here. What's this brown Pokemon statue? Oh, that's a Stunfisk. You'll find them a lot near water. They'll give you a jolt of electricity if you step on one, so be careful. There may be some around here. Be careful, Pikachu. Just who do you think you're talking to? You should be the one keeping an eye out.
Huh? What is that?
This looks really bad.
It's still alive, right?
So it's you again.
What?
Pull yourself together, buddy. This happens to you all the time. You need to be more careful. There, all better.
But it still doesn't look so good.
Nah, Feebas just look like that. It's their natural state.
Is that so?
I suppose it looks healthy enough.
It's dangerous out there with all this fog, so you should really stay put.
It seems to be anxious about something.
You're right. Let's see what it has to say.
Yeah.
What are you so riled up about? What? The lake is in trouble and you need to get back. But what if you get hurt again? Oh, I know. Phoebus, we're heading to the lake too. Why don't you come with us? Phoebus, do you know anything about the Pokemon statues around here? It says they look like they were modeled after Pokemon that live on this island, but it doesn't know what they have to do with the scroll. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what we can find. Are your wounds okay? That's good to hear. What in the world happened anyway? You were swimming in the lake when suddenly something threw you? What in the world is going on? We need to get to the lake quickly and figure out what's happening. You've been living in the lake a long time, but you've never seen anything like this before. Even the Pokemon that live here don't know what's causing the fog, huh? Do you think this was a Pokemon statue too? Yeah, it's hard to tell since it's all busted up, but there's some blue coloring left on it.
Hey, Tim! Tim!
We've checked all the statues in this area. Well, let's try and figure out that riddle on the scroll.
We've checked all 3 statues. Tell me, does the scroll mean anything to you? Do you think that's right? Of course! The colors! One of the pictures that's on the scroll has a background the same color as a statue. So let's take the path of the statue that has the same color as on the scroll. According to the scroll, there are 3 trials. The question is, which color do we choose? The scroll should have clues for us. So go ahead and check in your case list. Something seems a little off. Read the scroll carefully and then go from there. Go ahead and check in your case list.
Has information on the secret path. Follow the light of the moon and face the 3 challenges. Night of the full moon is the beginning, passing the shadow of darkness. Oh, okay. Got it.
According to the scroll, there are 3 trials. The question is, which color do we choose? The scroll should have clues for us. So go ahead and check in your case list.
It's actually green, then blue, then pink.
You're right. If we put the moons in the same order as on the scroll, you'll get full moon, new moon, and half moon. And their background colors are green, blue, and then pink. Now we know which path we need to take. We'll start with green. Does that make sense to you? All right, Tropius is a green one. That means we take the path with Tropius' statue.
Sure this is the right way?
I think so.
I'm not worried. I'll solve the puzzles and breeze through this maze.
Pikachu, look underneath you!
Huh? What?
Stun, really stun!
Ugh.
Pikachu, get out of there!
Here we go! Phew! That was a close one. Thanks for that, Tim.
QTE jump scare. Glad you're okay, Pikachu. Those Stunfisk were too slow with their little shocks. Another fork on the road, Tim. Let's check out the scroll and see what the second color is. What's with the electricity? Is it smiling? Yeah, that's kinda creepy. They say the Pokemon keep fleeing from the lake almost every day now. I bet that makes it hard for the Stunfisk to live in peace, too. Hey, do you think you could teach me how to produce electric shocks? Don't scoff at me, how rude. The color's completely gone, but this is a statue of Wingull. If only we had wings like them, we could just fly to the lake. A statue of timber. The color's all gone. We need to figure out what the statue's color originally was. This is a statue of Ducklet. The statue's color is all peeled off, but we've seen this Pokemon before.
It looks like the second color is blue, but the statues have lost their color. Which means we'll solve it once we know the color of the original Pokemon. Do you think that's right? Perfect. Now we know the original color. What do you think? Which of these paths should we take? Right. We'll try the path with Ducklet's statue.
There are 3 different paths again. There are 3 colors on the scroll, so this must be the last riddle. Just a bit more. What Pokemon is this a statue of? Its paint is peeling off here and there, but it's a Grottle. Look over there! You can see one wandering around. Oh, the real thing is pretty big. I guess this is a statue of Azumarill? Oh, its paint has fallen off, though. All these Pokemon statues must have been made a long time ago. And it's a statue of Shellos. Seems like several of them live in this area too. You're right, the statue's quite a bit bigger than the real thing. Let's go talk to the Grottle. What? How could you not notice all the commotion about the lake? I'm glad things have been peaceful for Grottle, but it sure seems to live in its own world. How long have you been living near the lake, Grottle? Before people came here. Wow, you definitely have a long lifespan. Huh? It's saying this area has changed a lot since humans started developing it. Even the water quality has changed since the old days, apparently.
Viva!
This can smell the lake. We can't be far. What are you talking about? Milo's way more dependable. Just how they both love the lake so much, and how they're both really dedicated to protecting the people and Pokemon they like. They seem similar, that's all. Huh. Well, seems like Phoebus trusts Milo too.
Shallow, shallow, shallow.
We're investigating this area. Do you think you could tell us what you know? It's worried that I might get caught up in this incident since this area is so close to the lake. We need to solve this case quickly so that the Pokemon here can leave peacefully. And by the way, are those things on your back hard or soft? Good question. I was wondering about that myself. Oh, it's alright for us to touch them? I wonder what they feel like. Hey Tim, there's something about the Shellos I've noticed. What's up? Take a close look at the statue of Shellos and compare it with the real thing. Oh, the shape of their horns is different. Why would their shapes be different? Shellos may have some characteristics that we don't know about. We should ask Milo. I mean, I already know the answer. It's because it's a different coastline. Divergent evolution and whatnot.
Yeah!
Shellos is an interesting Pokemon. Its shape and color change depending on where it lives, or the water quality of the area. I bet it would be interesting to compare the differences. I wonder what they look like. Well, right now I think they've been found two different ones, blue and pink. Alright, and that's all we need.
How could the last color be pink? Did you see a pink Pokemon? We really need to figure this out. Oh? So why do you think it's a pink Pokemon? I get it now. Shellos' color changes depending on the water quality, right? When this statue was made, the water quality here must have been different. That's why it was a pink Shellos. Now we know the colors. Which path do you think we should take? Perfect! Now we can go straight to the lake.
I can't see anything through all of this fog.
It makes it a little difficult to investigate. Whoa!
Poliwag, are you okay?
That's good. Doesn't look like they're injured at all.
Good for them, but what about me?
Sorry, Pikachu. But where did they come flying from?
I don't know. From somewhere over there.
Hey, Tim! Look at that! Masquerain!
Hold on. Are Masquerain causing the fog?
It sure seems like it, but why?
Hey! Masquerain! What's going on here? You gotta stop the fog! What do you mean, no? Is something out there? Seems like they're worried about outsiders. What should we do?
Fiba! Fiba! Ba beep 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 beep. Fiba!
Miaska! 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 Miaska!
Wow, look at that!
Thanks for helping, Phoebus!
Phoebe! Phoebe!
Alright, the fog's cleared up. But why are the Masquerade causing the fog in the first place? Masquerade used defog. More like it stopped using mist. And it seems like they were trying to keep their friends hidden from the scary Pokemon that started living in the lake. A scary Pokemon? Is that the cause of all the wounded Pokemon? I imagine so. Well, let's figure out what it actually is. Don't be so frightened. Tim and I will solve this case in a jiffy. You'll see. They say it just showed up here one day, and then it's been attacking any Pokemon that gets too close. It's so angry that it won't listen to anything they try to say to it. It's angry? Why would that be?
Fiba!
You did great earlier. Thanks to you, the fog is cleared and we can investigate around the lake. Were your wounds from the same Pokemon that attacked the Masquerade? It was so foggy I couldn't see who attacked, but it does remember its body being clasped by a pincer. It says it hurt a lot. I wonder what this wood fragment is. And it looks like it has a corner, so it probably was a box or something. Why would a wooden box fragment be at a lake? And look, there's a large gash on the inside. You're right. It was as if something was clawing at the inside. There's an empty bottle here. It could be a clue. We should pick it up just in case.
Ollie.
That must have been a rough landing. What happened?
Ollie.
What's wrong? They seem agitated. Looks like they're scared of the lake. Is the cause of all this fighting in the lake? Look at that, what a gash! It's as if something took a chunk out using huge claws. What? This gash was also caused by the scary thing? Whatever it is, we're done for if we get attacked. No kidding. We'd better be careful when we investigate. What was that sound? Look over there! There's something splashing in the water! Let's see what it is. What in the world is that? Is there something in the lake? I can't see it too well from here. We'll go check it out? It's dangerous. He's right. I appreciate the thought, but we should really wait and see. Hey, Phoebus! Phoebus, are you okay? Hey, are you alright? Doesn't look like it has any serious wounds. No need to be so reckless, though. Still, now we know who the scary Pokemon is, thanks to Phoebus. That's true. Thanks! So Walls was innocent after all, but still. What's wrong? I just wonder why a Crawdon is in the lake. I'd never seen a Crawdon in this area before. The fog came in. A Crawdon is causing trouble when it's not even native to this island? What does it all mean? This is worth looking into. I suppose we can't talk to the Crawdon.
Make sure to keep an eye out for clues. Did you get testimony from the Pokémon?
were playing with your pals, but then Crawdon suddenly attacked, huh?
Ollie.
Seems like they're worried that Crawdon will throw them off the island since it's so strong. Don't worry, we won't let that happen.
Ollie?
No, you won't have to leave the lake, don't worry. He's right. We'll figure something out, but until we do, just stay away from the Crawdon, okay? Hey Pikachu, what do you think this wooden chunk is? Let's see. Well, the wood has white paint on it. Could be a useful clue to have, so let's hang on to it for now. Ah, there it is. Hello, sir. No. No talking.
Beep.
No kidding. I was surprised too. It seems like it's very wary of us. I don't think we'll be able to speak to it. Yeah, it definitely seems to have a temper. There's no way we can get close to it if it keeps swinging its claws around like that. I guess we'll just have to stay away from Crawdon while we investigate. A red body, big claws. They say that's the Pokemon that's been chasing my friends. Seems like Crawdon is short-tempered to begin with. Even when the masked brain tried to scare it off with their eye-like antennae, it just tried to attack them. So all they could do was create this thick fog and try to hide their friends, huh?
Huh?
So the one attacking the Pokemon was Crawdon. Milo, do you know much about Crawdon? Not really, I've only read about it in books. You know they can live just about anywhere. Interesting. Do you think the Crawdon thinks the lake is its territory? Yeah, if that's the case, we're in trouble. They're very protective of their homes. Getting it to move won't be easy at all. Things just keep getting better, don't they?
Pokemon were getting hurt because Crawdon attacked them. Now, why would Crawdon do something like that? I get it! Crawdon is chasing away anyone who dares to get close to the lake. Obviously, it's being territorial. For some reason, this Crawdon thinks the lake is its turf. But it's not a Pokemon that's normally seen around here. So the question is, how did it get to the lake? Are there any clues we can look at? Do you think that's right? You know what? The claw marks on the inside of the box are just like the marks on the trees. Which tells me that someone put Crawdon into that box and then brought it to the lake.
So, Crawdon was the one who was wounding all those Pokemon. Yeah, this would prove that Walls is innocent. Thanks, Tim.
Someone brought a Crawdon here, and I think that's what's been hurting the other Pokemon. We've proven that Walls isn't responsible.
Let's head back to Wall's place and let Brad know about what we found. Brad, Walls isn't the culprit behind the fog situation. Don't you think you're jumping into conclusions? What do you mean by that? It could have been Walls who captured Crawdon in that box and brought it to the lake. Why do you always think that way? Walls is a Pokemon researcher, even if he's been disgraced. I bet he could get a hold of Crawdon very easily. But that's... If you insist that Walls isn't the one who brought Crawdon to the lake, then show me proof. Okay. I promise I'll find evidence that proves Walls' innocence. In that case, I'll search for undeniable evidence that proves he is the culprit. Let's see whose theory is correct, Tim. Unless we could find the culprit who brought Crawdon to the lake, Brad is not going to change his mind. I agree, but who could have done such a thing, and why? Hey, Tim, I'll stay by Walls. He's not showing up, but this has got to be hard on him. I understand. Leave the rest to us. Alright, back to the investigation.
In order to prove Wall's innocence, we really need to figure out who brought Crawdon here. I wonder what they're up to.
Yeah, those are large pieces of wood.
Oh, I know. They're going to fix the bridge. But that doesn't explain why they're carrying a flag. Whoa! Watch where you're going. What's its deal?
They're just really focused on their work.
Well, I wonder what that flag was. It looks like the flags that inhabitants of this island have in front of their houses. Maybe the chief of Timber Transport can tell us something about these wooden boxes. We should go ask him. Alright, and we will do just that on Thursday. Oh, there it is. There we go. So, coming back on Thursday for more Detective Pikachu.